Welcome back. My first guest is Susan Ferreri, Executive Director of the Rockland Farm Alliance. Welcome, Susan.
Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So delighted to have you on the program. You know, the Farm Alliance, we haven't had anybody from there on the program in a number of years, but I know there's a lot of new and exciting things, including your tenure now as Executive Director. So we're excited to have you on the show.
Well,
Welcome.
thank you.
So let's get into just your background a little bit for our residents. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, how long you've been living in Rockland.
Sure. I actually moved here with my husband probably about 7 years ago. No, 8 years ago now, and I'm thinking about it. We started in Suffern, and we rented for a while, and then we were looking for a house. It took us forever, and then we finally found this amazing property. We bought it, and behind in the property there was all these trees, and as we started to take down some of the trees, we found this beautiful farm behind us. So from that, I became very involved with the farm at Cropsy, and we started getting their crop share program. We started volunteering with their chickens. So my kids and I would go over, we'd take care of their chickens all the time, which was really fun. So it kind of like evolved into how I got involved with the Farm Alliance.
And just for those that are watching that are unfamiliar with the Farm Alliance, it's the former Cropsy Farm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collaborative effort. The County of Rockland and the town of Clarkstown a number of years ago acquired the farm. I think it's 39% share, so the county paid 61%, the town of Clarkstown paid 39%, and we protected the farm. And now we have the Farm Alliance, which is a not-for-profit 501c3 that operates essentially the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about the structure of the Farm Alliance and just your involvement with it initially.
Sure. So because I live right behind, I got very curious. My dad is really into gardening and farming, so it's something I've always been passionate in. You know, we built a garden behind my house, but then I realized we have this huge farm, which is amazing. So I started getting involved with John McDowell, who used to be the executive director. Now he's just on our board as our board president. But I got to ask more and more questions about the farm and what they did. And basically, the Farm Alliance helps to preserve farmland in the area. We really want to stretch out to the different communities in our community to you get to know the people and their needs, expand our educational programs, do more food equity programs and giving back and stuff like that. So what we're really looking to do is expand to just the community of like what we're looking to accomplish is to build together.
Mm-hmm. Which is just incredible because it's really a great program that brings folks in that particularly at the Cropsy Farm, where you really, and we saw some, while you were going through some descriptions, we saw some photos of people involved at the farm,
Yes.
From young children to adults.
Mm-hmm.
We saw, you know, also the farm itself. So, but what's really great about the Farm Alliances is that there are folks that don't have the ability to manage or run a farm or participate in a farm because they live in a single family or maybe even in a condo or a townhome
Mm-hmm.
here in Rockland, but now they're able to come to the Farm Alliance, take shares in the farm and you know, really help to work it. What are some of the things that are actually produced at the farm?
So right now we are producing a flower share. We're actually expanding to 3 acres this year, and we will be doing a full range of vegetables. So most of our production will be for our food equity program, which is called Project Greens. So we give to the Martin Luther King Center, Bridges, Visions, Good Homes Council, and the Center for Safety and Change, just to the underserved community, making sure they can get fresh organic vegetables weekly. But then we also will be expanding to our own crop share program, or our CSA is what we call it, where we will also be giving a portion of our vegetables back to the community in our CSA this year, which is really exciting. And then it'll be 21 weeks where we'll have a visiting CSA that will also contribute. We chose this CSA very particularly because one of our first farm hands actually manages the farm that we will be getting some vegetables from.
Great.
And then a big part will be from Cropsy to make sure it's a full CSA. And then the last week will be just Cropsy vegetables, hoping to Next year, be exclusively Cropsy vegetables as we expand more. And then we're also doing U-picks. So we'll have seasonal U-picks all throughout the season. And then we'll have an awesome pumpkin patch and an accessible corn maze. We're working with Bridges to make an accessible corn maze for all, so that'll be really neat too.
Oh, that's great. I mean, those are all organizations close to my heart. I was on the board for the Martin Luther King Jr. Center for a number of years ago, and I was the executive director of Bridges under its prior name as Rockland Independent Living Center. And Carlos, the executive director, is just doing a wonderful job up there. But
Great people.
they really are. So when we talk about food insecurity in Rockland County, I mean, people wouldn't normally think of a place like the Farm Alliance really trying to address that, but you really are. And maybe just delve into that a little bit more. I mean, you have a rough idea on a number of people that you've been able to help, or you anticipate helping through those donations.
So with the Martin Luther King Center last year, we just gave heads of lettuce. We gave about 400 heads of lettuce per week. And at the time, that was all we could handle. But now, as we expand our program, we also are expanding our reach in all different ways. So we're going to be giving seasonal vegetables. So there will be, tomatoes, carrots, fennel, obviously still some lettuce and greens and stuff like that. We'll be able to, fit for like the whole kitchen, a week for what you're going to be doing, something very similar to our crop share. And then, when we found all these other places, it's really, it comes down to community and what we have. And, we have all these underserved places such as the Center of Safety and Change, Bridges, Visions, and the Good Homes Council, where they have homes for these people who really need our help. And our goal is to help our immediate community and then make a larger reach out. So as we look to expand, we're also looking for more partnerships with our Project Greens program. So if people have someone or something that they're looking to, we're looking for different organizations that we'd be able to give to as well.
Right. And there's a longer term vision as well for the, you can do events there as well. Maybe
Yes.
maybe you could talk about that, because I don't think people really understand or realize, the potential of the Farm Alliance and really the beauty of the Cropsy Farm.
Well, the vision is that we'd be able to host family events, corporate events, that we'd be able to do all different kinds of things within the community, host book clubs, all of that. We want this to be a hub, a place where people just want to come and be. We have animals on the farm, so we'd love to have kids come and meet them because they're awesome. But we also want to be able to have more festivals. We have our own festivals. We'll have an Earth Day festival, a summer opening festival. We'll obviously have our fall festivals as well, which are lots of fun. But we want to be able to expand to the whole community, to be able to enjoy our property just as much as we do. Right.
And I don't think people realize, where the Cropsy Farm, for those that are watching this, they're saying, where is it actually located? It had been a long-time farm here in Rockland County. Jim and Pat Cropsy still live there in the house, the historic home. The barn itself dates back, several hundred years on the property. It's right in the heart of New City, right off of Middletown Road, Little Tour Road, right by Red Hill. And so across the street, you have the remnants of the farm. You have the little store, and you have the outdoor center that will sell flowers and things. That's not affiliated with the Farm Alliance, correct?
No, that used to be owned by the Cropsies. However, I think as everything progressed years ago, it separated, but we still do have good working relationships with them. They're very nice people too.
Right. So the Cropsies own both sides of the road. So now you have Red Hill Nursery, which is there, and they do a nice business, and a lot of people go there. And directly across the street is the Farm Alliance, and so you see the remnants of some of the fields that you farm, as well as the historic house that Jim and Pat Cropsy live in, and then the barn that was reconditioned and restored by the town and by the county for about $1.5 million a couple of years ago. So tell us a little bit about the events that the barn, could really kind of whole, because it's a working barn, right?
Yeah.
But it's got some classroom space as well, or opportunities for
Yeah,
activities.
there's a lot of opportunity in the barn, honestly. When we did our holiday festival, we had vendors in and outside of the barn. We made it a very free-flowing space. It's beautiful. Honestly, what the county did is absolutely gorgeous in how you guys renovated it. It's stunning to see. But yeah, we did, we had vendors inside. It would be great to be able to have people come inside, for like an art gallery, maybe some sort of free-flowing kind of events. We do have space to do like classrooms for kids. We do have our junior farmers camp come inside and do some things inside the barn. The barn itself it's just educational, standing in there, looking at the structure, looking at Jerry's name above one of the horse stalls. The kids love to ask about that, which is really kind of neat. But the space is just gorgeous. There's so much vision. There's so much opportunity. We're just as open to hearing ideas as doing them. So I think that's the piece that's kind of cool about it.
Right, and what's great about the barn as well, it was wonderful to be part of an effort to preserve an historic barn. I mean, that's a Dutch-style barn. Not as many of them. They used to litter the landscape in the lower Hudson Valley, northern New Jersey, and really to save it. So the structure of the barn is literally it's as it was built with the post and the pegs back in the 18th century. So when you're stepping into the barn, you're stepping back 2 centuries into a structure that's been here and operating as a farm. And what I'm delighted about is that we were able to preserve it with the Farm Alliance, with the county, and preserve it for the next 2 centuries, frankly. So hopefully there'll be new memories that are created there with some events that that are taking place. So tell us a little bit about how people can get involved or volunteer with the Farm Alliance.
Well, we're looking to do lots of different volunteering opportunities. We have, maintenance. We're looking to rebuild our goat fence, and we're looking to do a lot of stuff on the property just to beautify the farm. We hired a flower farmer who's actually a florist, so I'm really looking forward to working with her this year because I love putting flowers just everywhere. So I'm excited about that. So we have opportunity for maintenance. We have opportunity for farming too. And it's a wide range from planting to seeding to weeding to also helping us pick as well. So there's a lot with that. And then we also have volunteer opportunities with obviously our Project Greens program, helping bring and be part of the giving, which is I think so wonderful to do. But then we also have our educational programs too, after school programs. So there's just such a wide range of opportunity at the farm, and we're looking forward to inviting everyone.
That's great, really great. So if someone wants to get in contact with you, with the Farm Alliance, how do they do that?
They can email us at info@rocklandfarm.org, or you can email me directly, which is sue@rocklandfarm.org. You can call the farm as well, or you could just stop by. I'm always up for a cup of tea. So
great. Well, I want to thank you for being such a wonderful guest and for your work with the Rockland Farm Alliance. We expect great things, as you unveil the next phase under your leadership as the executive director, with some events and really some more community-sponsored events. We're coming through COVID very nicely now. The Farm Alliance will be another great opportunity for people to get involved, and you're doing a lot of good.
I'm excited. Now that we're moving past and all this, we can really look forward to doing more together and seeing each other and building these relationships more. That's what it's all about. It's enjoying everything from the ground up. So that's what we're looking forward to do.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.